All right. Good evening, everyone. You're welcome. The voice you're hearing is the voice of Dr. Richard, um, technical analyst at Forex Empire Capital. So today we're actually going to be working on the week to know what happened during the week. And we are just going to go over um, the trades of the week, and then we know what we can do and how we can take advantage of the market and all that. So right now on my screen is XAUUSD, right? XAUUSD, that's good, and this is on the daily time frame, right? For your top-down analysis, it's always good that at the end of the week, you check the week. At the end of the month, you check the monthly time frame. What happened on the monthly time frame? At the end of the week, you check what happened at the end of the week. At the end of the day, you also check what happened at the end. Important. It's very, very, very important. So right now we're on the daily time frame, and previous week actually closed with an indecision. Previous week actually closed with a huge candle, and then we had sort of buyers slightly took over in this market previous week. Buyers slightly took over, but now you can see that we are actually coming from this demand level here. Okay, so we can see a key level from the weekly where we are coming out from. So if you go to the daily time frame now, what can you see? Using market structure, you'd see that we have been bearish. This is a lower low. This is a lower high. This is a lower high. We've just been giving that bearish. This is a lower low. This is a lower high, right? This is a lower low. This a lower high, and this a higher low, right? This a higher low, and then this a higher high. So it means that we have a structure shift at this point, right? We have a structure shift at this point. Okay, so it means that the market have changed from bearish to what? To bullish sentiment. Okay, so now in that shift we have this other block. There is a point of interest here, and then we'll also have this fair value gap here. So marking out my key levels on the daily time frame. Now, where is price currently at? See, price is reacting from this key level here, which is this other block here. Price is reacting from there. Why? Because we had a break of structure at that level. Let me increase the chart so that you can be able to see it. So we had a break of structure, right, at this level, and then we had fair value gap, then we had our other block. That is where the market is currently doing what? That's where the market is currently reacting from. So now, on the discounted level, we have this fair value gap that I am expecting that the market has to do what? The market has to tap into this before we have a continuation. Okay, so going to H4, what we need something that we need to see something that will support our premises for this sell into this higher time frame key level that we are looking for. We need a market that will give us a sell confirmation into this higher time frame key level before we have another confirmation to do what? To continue going higher. Okay, so we need that confirmation. So we'll have to go to H4. So on H4, looking at the structure of H4. So we had this higher low, then we have this high, we have this higher low, we have this higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and then we'll have a lower low, right? A lower low, and then we have this lower high that is forming now. So it means that this market is supposed to take out this low right here, right? Take out that low, give us another high, and then finally tap into this place before giving us a confirmation for the continuation of the buy as it tapped into this higher time frame POI. So it's very important that we wait for that. That's what I am anticipating next week. Okay, so now we already have a sell setup that has played out here. All right, we already have a sell setup. Here there was a liquidity grab, right? There was a liquidity grab there, and then we had this shift right here. We have this shift. So that's a clear indication that this market is going down, right? Remember, this is on the H4 time frame. So the trend right now has changed from bullish to short-term sell. So we are actually going to be selling to buy this market. We are going to be selling to buy this market. Okay. So going over to H1, we can still see our liquidity grab. In fact, there was kind of two liquidity grabs on the H1 time frame. Then we'll also have this low being taken out. So the market coming back, I actually gave these signals to my trading crew. I gave them this signal for free. I gave them this signal for free in my community. Yeah, this was when I posted the sales, what I'm actually looking for. But the market didn't come to my entry, but then it respected the analysis and it hit take profit. Okay, so if you have not yet subscribed, please try to subscribe and then find somewhere within this video to join our community. We share signals, we share setups, profitable setups for free. All right, there is no gimmicks, no catch, nothing. Just come and make money with us. Okay, so now we have the market retest this level here. That's our breaker. The market actually retested that breaker, right? Came into that breaker level and sold off. So right now, the market is currently reacting off this other block here. You can see how it aligns perfectly with the consequent encroachment. It aligns so well with it, right? So we are anticipating, I'm anticipating that once the market opens up, we'll have maybe some kind of pullback, then a break, then before we finally get to the downside. All right, that's what I am expecting once the market opens up. That's for gold. So once gold comes to 4,220 dollars, this price level, I'll be expecting what? I'll be expecting the liquidity grab, structure shift, and then continuation to the buy side. So that's what I am anticipating for gold, right? That's what I'm anticipating for gold. One of the trades that my community took that was actually a very good one was this one. Yeah, he actually made, see, my students are actually doing fine. This was the trade setup. This was when it was being when they were doing all the analysis. Yeah, this was when the setup was being sent inside my community, and what everybody, we took the trade and we made money. We made money from the trade, right? So we made money, they made money, they made money, we made money, and all that. So if you are yet to join the community, tap the link on this description or the description of this video and make sure to join. So GBP USD was a very good trade. We're just going to focus on the ones that played out according to our rules and not do so much. So on GU, what can we see on GU? So on GU, we had this higher time frame fair value gap that the market was bouncing off from. All right. So the market bounced off from this fair value gap and closed bullish. So that's to tell you that there are much more buyers in this market than sellers. So if you go to the daily time frame, what are you seeing? What can you see? So if you go to the daily time frame, you see some kind of structure shift. Some kind of structure shift here. And then we had a liquidity grab here too at these lows. Very simple. You don't have to look for so many things in this market. Just have to look for one particular system over and over and over, right? So we have that fair value gap. So going to price currently, what do we have? You can see we have another fair value gap here, and the market grabbed liquidity from this previous day low. So going down to H4, what can you see? Good. We can see that we have a huge fair value gap that the market tapped into while taking liquidity from a previous day low. So on the H1, that is our entry time frame. What can you see? Now, after the markets grabbed liquidity at this point, right? We now had the market drop into this fair value gap, rejected, and did what? Gave us structure shift. So after giving us the structure shift, then you have your entry. Okay? You have your entry. So you place your stop loss at points of invalidation, and you target, we don't target so much, you just target 1:3. So this is 1:3. Yeah, target 1:3. But my students on this scenario actually took profit at this level, right? Took profit at this level. So if you can be able to find this type of setup every time, and you focus on this setup, this is A+ setup. There is nothing you cannot do over a period of time. There is no goal you cannot achieve if you just keep looking for this setup. We already have it on gold, so we are anticipating that gold is going to play out for the sell. All right. So that is it, guys. That's the analysis, that's the review for the week. I'll see you guys on another video, and drop on the comment section what you want me to treat, what you want me to talk about. Any topic that you want me to talk about, just drop it on the comment section. I will be looking at the comment section and I will reply your comments. Okay. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being with us. Please join the free signal group, and I'll see you guys inside the class. We'll see you guys on another video.